The speech is a very busy man indeed. We're going to talk about his presenting on the Sikh channel, on Sky as well. But let's maybe first play you this. It is simply called Become Unstoppable.
I am now going to tell you a quick and simple method on how to increase your confidence levels and maintain them forever. Imagine if you are confident, you will be able to tackle all your challenges in life with a positive attitude. Imagine you will be able to go out there and have the confidence to apply for that job, get that job and succeed in your chosen field. You will be able to get that life partner that you have been seeking, because you will become unstoppable in your search and you will find love. Make that list of feel-good factors today, not tomorrow, today. Confidence levels, self-esteem, these are the components that will guide you to your dreams. You owe it to yourself to make this happen. So here goes, a quick, simple, yet effective method that you can put to work straight away. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to be true to yourself when answering this question. What is your feel-good factor? Now, as I said, be truthful to yourself. Be honest. What is your feel-good factor? When people come to me and say that they lack self-esteem and confidence, and can I help them? I ask them this question. Many turn around and say nothing. They don't have a feel-good factor. Nothing at all. And some turn around and say maybe one or two things that make them feel good about themselves. I tell them they need to find as many feel-good factors about themselves, and trust me, there are many in your life that already exist. Being a son, father, mother, daughter, don't let these feel-good factors go unnoticed. Celebrate them. Think about all those lives that you have impacted or will one day. Being alive. Wow, what a feel-good factor. You are alive. Appreciate this amazing gift we have been given called life. And you don't have to stop there with your feel-good factors. You can create more. Simple feel-good factors. Yes, that's right. You don't have to go out there and earn millions of dollars to have a feel-good factor. But even just having that shave, having your hairstyle, attending the gym, managing that time to write that book, these can all become your feel-good factors. Refusing that plate of greasy food, feel-good factor. Taking time to hug your loved ones, feel-good factor. And guess what? The more feel-good factors that you have and create, the more confident you will become. Once you begin to celebrate and create more feel-good factors, your confidence levels will increase inevitably. You will become more focused, appreciate yourself, and the people around you will notice the difference. You would have taken responsibility for yourself and raised your self-esteem higher than it has ever been before. And there will be only one person you'd have to thank for making this happen. You. Go on a quest, my friend. Go on a quest to find feel-good factors. Flood yourself with feel-good factors, no matter how big or small. Do this and you will eventually become so confident that you will become unstoppable.
I feel like I could wrestle a bear. I really do. Jag, how you doing?
Fine, thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. Thanks for everything.
Oh, listen, nothing to do with me, mate. You created it. You sent it to us. It's my pleasure to simply share it with everybody else. How's things?
Thank you. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Keeping positive. Keep moving forward. Inspired.
I tell you what, listening to that, I listened to it earlier on this afternoon, just because I thought, you know what, I'm going to lift myself up another level. And then hearing it again now, live, has just done so again, and lifted me up another notch. And it immediately, right in the middle of that, when you talk about, being sort of appreciative and celebrating life, immediately reminded me of a line from Matilda, the musical. There's a song in it called Miracle. It's about when Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood have Matilda and they're pregnant at the time. The doctor sings a line and he says, every life is unbelievably unlikely. The chances of existence are almost infinitely small. And it's so true, and it rings straight through with this, you know. And how are you so positive, Jag? I mean, I'd like to pride myself on being quite a upbeat and positive guy, but I'm starting to think I'm letting the team down a little bit compared to you.
Rob, listen, I've had so many knocks in my life, and I just released my book recently called Unbreakable. It's on Amazon, and that explains my childhood. I was brought up around an area surrounded by Nazi skinheads, racism, everything. And at that time, an 8-year-old boy has one choice: either fights or he flies. So obviously what I did was I found myself, I'm going to get motivated, I'm going to get through this phase, and I did. And now I'm helping out so many charities out there, so many children's charities, and I'm going to continue sending out the well-being message to everyone, because this is our life, and we do need to enjoy it. We do need to make the most of it, and it's hard sometimes, Rob. Life can be really hard, but we need to get up, stand up, and go for it for another day.
It's so powerful. If anyone is listening to this and has had a really crappy Tuesday, they will definitely now feel better about it. Thinking, do you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't care about that thing that happened earlier on this morning. It's done now. It's gone. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to have an insanely good dinner, and I'm going to have a really great evening tonight. I'm stoked that you've made a part of the show so positive and lifted it up even higher as well. Where do you, because as a writer, you know, someone you obviously sit down and you write these things. How much do you rewrite, or do you kind of just trust your gut?
You're 100% right. I trust my gut first. And then all the rest comes after. All this has to come from my heart. It comes from my heart, how I feel, how motivated I feel, because these are the things that have kept me going and helping other people out there. And I want to do is send a message out as much as I can. And sometimes when I write about 10 times, 12 times. Sometimes it take a week, sometimes take 2 weeks. And on top of that, you've got the audio as well. I've got to get myself in the right attitude. The voice has got to be right. Yeah. The message has got to go across forward to people, because that makes a big difference to people, as to impact people's heart. And if you can make that person stand up and say, so, do you know what? I've just heard that. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do something special. That's my goal achieved.
Yeah. Well, no, I could not agree more with you. As far as I'm concerned, whenever I'm on the radio, all I want someone to do is listen to this show, and even if it's for 10, 15 minutes, and even if it's nothing to do with me, but it's maybe a song I play, just pick the mood up. 2 or 3%, I'm done. Job done. I'm happy. If I've improved someone's day, put a smile on their face, maybe made them feel like, oh, so I'm not the silliest person around today. I remember, yeah, Rob's a blonker again. But, you know, it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, as long as someone feels better when they leave the show to when they sort of come and switch it on, then I consider the job to be done in that sense.
Because Rob, everybody's a bad day. No one's perfect.
Oh, of course,
yeah. Day now and again. And, you know, you rest if you must. But have a break. Chill out. And then come back fighting stronger than ever. One thing you must never do is stay down, Rob. We've got to keep getting up. And that's what life's about. And we've got the children around us as well. We've got to inspire the children. And the best way you can inspire anyone is by example. I mean, my kids, they're motivational nutters, because I'm always telling them, come on, you can do this. Come on. And my daughter goes to the gym, boys always working out. And I know I'm a big part of that, because it could have been the other way around. My childhood could have affected me in a negative way. But luckily it hasn't, because I've delved into the world of motivation. Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King. I've read all these guys' autobiographies, and I'm a product of what their teachings were.
What was the one thing then for you? Not in a situation, but what was the one, maybe book, maybe speech, maybe as a person, that kind of put that fight into you? What was there a moment where you read something or heard something and thought, that's what I need to do in my life?
Yes, exactly, there was. Yeah, Anthony Robbins. I first heard Anthony Robbins once, and he was talking about how he's a motivational speaker, talking about how he goes around helping people and how he had it tough and how he sends out the message out. And you know what? I think I'm 50 now. And when I was 21 years old, I remember I saw an advert on TV, and I said, you know what? I can do that. The reason why I can do that is because I've got the badge of living a tough life. And if anyone comes up to me and says that, Jag, you know, things are hard, we can't cope, can't get food, I'm saying to them, no. You just got to get the right mindset. Yeah. And that when I started sending that message out to people, that once you get the right mindset and you believe in yourself, that's important. You must believe in yourself, you know. And because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in yourself. And that was one of my downfalls. I didn't believe in myself. But then, I mean, look where I am now. I'm 50. And I've got a TV show. I'm on the radio here with you guys. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I'm sending out the great message to people. So I must be doing something right. Put it this way, Rob, I'm not going to stop. This motivation is not going to stop. So I'm going to keep going forward until I can motivate as many people as possible, because everybody deserves happiness.
Sure,
everyone deserves to live their dream.
They do, and you know, sometimes dreams are harder to get than others, and sometimes there's a lot more hurdles in the way on the way. But it's I guess it's how willing are you to keep jumping and to keep fighting, to keep breaking through those walls. Tell me more about the show, Positive Minds.
Okay, Positive Minds is a great TV show in which what I do is I bring on positive people. I bring on inspirational people, and they tell me about the goodness, what inspires them, and how they can pass their teachings on to others. I've had James Minter on there, who's a great publisher, UK-based publisher, and he's spoken about how to write a book. Now, that is one that really goes out there for me, because the amount of times that he gave up my book and threw it out the window was like 100 times, you know. I said, well, now I'm going to keep going, you know. You have to have the persistence to keep going forward. And, you know, I bring on charities. I've had the NSPCC, I've had Kidscape on there, and they're sending out a good message to the kids about well-being, about, you know, respecting yourself and others. And, you know, all these charities are coming on. And at the moment, I'll tell you the truth, Rob, I sent a few emails out there. I had 6 guests. Now I've got 34 lined up. I mean, and that to me is like brilliant. And thanks to the Seek channel, who obviously giving me this opportunity.
Yeah.
And, you know, going forward, it's such a good thing, because I'm not around here forever, Rob, but I'll tell you one thing. Before I go, I'm going to try and leave something behind which the world will remember me by.
You already have. I guarantee, for right now, I can already tell you have, but I know you will leave more. What channel is the Seek channel on Sky? It's on Sky, isn't it?
It's on Sky channel 768, and it's every Tuesdays. Well, tonight it's on tonight, 21:30. I'll be speaking to a great lady who's the master of meditation, and she'll be talking about the skill that we have forgotten of how to find peace of mind. And that's something we really need to do, especially in a time like this, is find our own space, you know, find our inner self. And that sounds a bit, but, you know, to find your inner self, what do you want? How are you going to go forward as a person? And she's great. And that's on tonight at 9:30, and it's going to be repeated on Friday at 11 o'clock.
Amazing stuff. I've got one more question to ask you, Jag, and it is simply about the background. I can see this, no one else can, but you have got what looks like a wall full of comic book heroes, and I can see Hulk, and I can see Thor and Spidey in there. Come on, who's the one? Who's the one? You've got to pick one.
Oh, man, that's a tough question. I always get answered that. That's a tough question, but I'm going to have to say it's got to be Spider-Man.
I'm not going to ask you why, mate. You can make whatever decisions you want. Jag, it has been a pleasure.
Very quickly, Rob, the reason why Spider-Man is because, obviously, being brought up around being bullied and the racism and everything, the first comic I read was Spider-Man. And when I read that, I thought to myself, wait a minute, we have all got a hero inside us.
Adam, if I run out of things to say that are positive, we just get Jag back on to do the rest of the show. Sound good to you? All right, excellent. Jag, it has been a genuine pleasure having you on. Thank you for sharing your speech with us. And if you record any more, you know exactly where to send them. I'd be more than happy to motivate people with your words.
Thank you very much, Rob.
You're a gent. Thank you so much, Jag.
Thank you. Take care.